What's up, guys? It's your boy Jalen here on another episode of Elevated Minds. Today's episode is going to be how to be more secure. So we talked a lot about insecurities. So in this episode, we're going to talk about how that you can combat your insecurities and how to be way more of a secure person, comfortable in your own skin, and really feeling good about yourself and the things that normally would bring you down. You're going to actually be able to use those and look at them in more of a positive light. All right. If this is your first time on the channel, hit that like button, subscribe, follow me on all my social medias. That stuff's going to be down below in the description box. If you're returning, do the same thing. It's going to help the channel, and send this to anybody who you think would benefit from this video. Let's go and dive into it. So first, we got to talk about what is insecurity. So, I always have to tell you guys the actual definition. Insecurity is uncertainty or anxiety about oneself, lack of confidence. So a lot of people have different types of insecurities. There's all different types of things. I used to be really insecure about my height. I'm only about 5'7" 3/4. I rounded up to 5'8". So I'm not a very tall person. So I used to be really insecure about that. People used to make fun of my height when I was growing up and things like that. But now I'm very secure in it, just because, I've leaned into it, I've accepted it. And there's just a lot of different things you can do to be more secure in yourself, not just in these aspects, but in other aspects. Sometimes we're insecure about physical things about ourselves. Sometimes it's more of a mental aspect, or something that might not be so tangible. So let's go on and dive through some of these things. So the first way that we have to be able to work with our insecurities and how to be more secure is to first accept yourself. So, whatever you've got going on, if you're short, if you're fat, if you're tall, if you're skinny, if you're wide, if you're, really tiny, if you're whatever, if you're purple, if you're green, if you're black, if you're white, no matter. You need to learn how to accept yourself for what you are and what you have. I understand this might be more difficult if you have deformities, things like that, but accepting yourself is going to be the first thing that you have to do in order to first, take that first step into facing your insecurities. Because if you don't accept yourself, then you're always going to have that insecurity. That insecurity is always going to be, on top of you. It's always going to be in control. So what you have to learn how to do is to accept yourself. You are as you are. Unless you're going to go get plastic surgery on something, you are as you are. So you need to learn how to really love yourself, embrace yourself, everything that you are. You can't change these things. I mean, you can cosmetically if you really want to, but besides, working out and things like that, working on your body, how you are is pretty much as you are. So really just be easy on yourself and accept every piece of yourself, because you have to in order to start facing your insecurities. So that's the first thing. Number 2, affirm your own value. So that's a really interesting one, because a lot of times we focus so much on the negative things about ourselves and the things that we can't do, or the things that we won't do, or just are unable to do. And we forget that there are a ton of things that we actually can do. So it's going to be good for you to take down things that you're doing right, and recall value that you actually bring to the table. So say me, for instance, I always have to use myself as an example. If I forget my own value, and I don't know how to affirm that, I have to recall, look at how far you've come, Jalen. You used to not be able to talk to people. You had no people skills. Now you can speak with people. You can actually talk in front of people. You bring value to people. You know what I'm saying? I can inspire people. I make people feel motivated. I make people feel good. I love to make people laugh. My energy is something that people feel as soon as I walk into the room. And that's some value that I bring. I have to remind myself of these little things that you have about yourself is going to give you that more of a oomph, more of that confidence boost, because a lot of times we focus so much on the negative stuff that we don't have time to think about the positive and the things that we actually are good at and the things that we do have going for us. So the number 2 is make sure that you affirm your value. Remind yourself that you've got a lot going for you. Remind yourself of the obstacles you've overcome, maybe some things that you've done for your friends, some family, some types of obstacles that you've got through, some hard times that you've crushed and made your way through. Pat yourself on the back and remember to affirm those values of yourself, because that's going to be really important when it's coming to attacking your insecurities. You got to make sure that you're affirming yourself before anything else. Sometimes you're not going to get that affirmation from other people. You got to make sure you're doing it for yourself. All right. Number 3, take care of your needs first. So this is so important, because a lot of times, especially people that are insecure, they usually are so worried about tending to everybody else's needs and everybody else's wants, and making sure everybody else is good. But in reality, we need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, because you got to help yourself before you help somebody else, and that's just the reality of it. So you got to nurture your body. If you need to go for a massage or reflexology, get your feet done, get pampered, you know what I'm saying? These are things that you should do for yourself. That's taking care of your needs, because everybody needs to let loose some tension and anxiety and stuff like that. Well, what better way to do that than have a massage, or if you have a spouse or a girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever, to have them rub you down or something. It's going to be good for you to release some of that tension. It's really good for nurturing. You can work out, give yourself some type of exercise. Your body's going to need that. It's really good with regulating stress and things like that. And stress is the number 1 killer, guys. So you don't want to be stressed out about things. It can really mess with a lot of different things. So make sure that you're taking care of your needs. Talk to yourself nicely. We have such a bad, and I've done a video on this before. You can go check it out. Negative self-talk. We got to make sure that we're not talking negatively to ourselves, because a lot of times we talk so badly about ourselves. We got to make sure that we're uplifting ourselves, making ourselves feel good. Just not getting to the point to where your negative thoughts are taking over. You don't want that. When you're trying to be secure in yourself, you want to make sure you're talking to yourself nicely. And eat nourishing food. Make sure you're eating meals that are going to have something that's going to tend to everything your body needs. Make sure that your body is getting what it needs. That's just as simple as that. Next thing, this is going to be a really interesting one. Embrace awkward moments. Now, this one's funny because we all try to avoid awkward moments, because who wants to be around a moment? Who wants to be in a moment that's awkward? It doesn't feel good. It's just weird. It doesn't feel great. So why would we want to succumb to that? So really, when it comes to embracing awkward moments, it's really being comfortable in your own skin and realizing that things happen. Sometimes we slip up. We might say the wrong thing, or we might, do something that's embarrassing or whatever. We're all humans at the end of the day. We're all humans. We all are going to mess up. We all might not know what to say all the time, and that's okay. Embrace them awkward moments, because there's going to be plenty of them. I'm 31 and I still have awkward moments, but you know what? It's only awkward if you make it awkward. So, try and laugh it off. These things are going to make you feel more secure in yourself, because if you're insecure and you try to avoid these awkward moments, which who wants to be around them, like I'm saying, but it's going to really make you feel more secure, more confident, because you're able to go into these awkward moments and not just let the moment succumb, let the moment take over you. You're able to take control of the moment and, put your best foot forward, because, none of us is perfect. None of us has all this together, but we're figuring it out the best way that we can. And hey, if you can embrace awkward moments, you're going to be one step closer to taking over your insecurities and getting on top. All right. So embrace awkward moments. The next one, challenge negative thoughts. All right. We all have negative thoughts. These self-doubting and limiting beliefs. You have words that will come into your mind. You're just like, where is this even coming from? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you might want to go do something, and you might have a thought that says, no, I can't do that. You might want to go talk to this person, and your mind is already saying, oh no, this is what they're going to say. Or you think you want to go and try this out, and they're like, no, this is going to happen if you do that. These negative thoughts, these are not things that you have to let just run rampant. You can challenge them. Oh, well, why do I think that? Or you can say, that's not true. Or why shouldn't I go talk to that person? Why shouldn't I try this out? What's the worst that can happen if they say no? No is the worst that can happen, so that's not going to kill me. You have to really challenge your thoughts and really go through this self-talk, this dialogue with yourself, because if you don't, then you're going to just be anxiety and all this stuff is going to be rushing through you, and you're just not going to get to the conclusion that you need, which is to challenge these negative thoughts, because these thoughts aren't the truth. They're just thoughts. And so once we can understand that, then you can be like, okay, my mind's just playing tricks on me. It's just doing its thing, but that's, I don't have to listen to that. I don't have to obey these thoughts. So when it comes to being secure in yourself and, more confident, more secure, learn how to challenge these negative thoughts, these thoughts that come into your mind. Challenge them. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to say, oh, that's not true, or that, this is the truth, or this is what it is, or, don't let your thoughts run you. You run your thoughts. You run your mind, and let your mind just do what it does. You know what I'm saying? But don't let it, overtake your whole day and ruin everything you got going. Next thing is going to be spend time with people who love you. So, this one is something that people should really look at, because we all have times where we need that pick me up. We need that love. We need that nurture. We need that, that encouragement. And sometimes we're not getting that when you're around groups of people that aren't going to uplift you. They're not going to make you feel loved. They're not going to make you feel great about yourself. They'll tear you down. So if you're around groups of people that are going to tear you down and make you feel like crap, you're not going to feel very secure. So make sure that you're surrounding yourself around people that actually love you and actually care about you and want to see you succeed and want to see you doing well in life and want to see you happy. Those are the types of people that you need to be around. You don't want to be around people that are just, I'm like I say on some of my other videos, I'm cool to roast. Excuse me. I'm cool to roast session. I'm cool with friends cracking jokes. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All I'm saying is make sure that you're spending time with people that actually are uplifting you and pushing you to be better, and showing you love and all these things like that. You don't want to just be out here just with people that are tearing you down and might deter you from any dreams and goals that you want to aspire to. So make sure that you are learning to spend time with people that you love and that love you, and watch how your security levels go up. You're going to feel better about yourself because you're around people that are building you up. They're not tearing you down. So keep that in mind, guys. That's very important. And the last step is to take baby steps. None of this is going to come overnight. You're not just going to become this secure person and just, and let me tell you, being insecure is not, it's just really not, it's not the move. You don't want to be the insecure boyfriend. You don't want to be the insecure girlfriend. You don't want to be the insecure friend. You don't want to be the insecure coworker. You don't want to be the insecure coworker that's going around having to spread rumors about people just because you want to make someone else look bad and make yourself look better. You don't want to be around insecure boyfriends or girlfriends that need to be attached to you every moment of the day and don't believe anything that you say and make you feel like you're doing something wrong because they need to be around you 24/7 because they're so insecure. You don't need to be around, you don't need that. You don't want to be that. So you work on these things. Work on these things here, and this is going to help you to be a way more secure person. And when you're more secure, you're going to be more confident. You're going to enjoy life a lot more. You're going to have a way better outlook on life. You're going to have a way better outlook on yourself. You're going to really feel like you can take on the world, because when you're confident, you're secure in yourself, nothing's going to stop you. Things are going to come, things are going to happen. Life happens at all times. But if you're secure in yourself and you're confident in yourself and that you know what's up, you know that you have it going on, you're not perfect, but you're secure and you are comfortable in your own skin, you're going to go and reach great heights. I can promise you that. So just make sure, guys, if you want to be a way more secure person, follow these steps. Accept yourself, affirm your own value, take care of your needs first, embrace awkward moments, challenge negative thoughts, spend time with people you love, and take baby steps. Be nice to yourself. No one's gonna, get there overnight. Rome wasn't built overnight. A lot of things didn't happen overnight. No one is an overnight success. So you need to put in the work, put in the time, and watch as things gradually get better for you. And they definitely will. All right. This is all I got for this episode, guys. I hope that I provided some value for you guys. Hit that like button, subscribe, follow me on all my socials. Share this video with anyone that you think that can benefit from this to become a more secure person. We're trying to become our best selves out here, reaching to our higher consciousness as a collective. And we're just trying to beat these goals down, and just be the best we can be every single day. All right. Hope you guys are doing good. Stay safe and stay elevated.